And then he finally gets to 16, which says, so let no one therefore judge you in eating or drinking or Sabbath keeping, etc., festivals, new moons. Is he saying to them, let no one judge you because you're keeping the wrong things? These are to the set apart ones. What are they keeping Sabbath-wise? Sunday? No. Christmas and Easter? No. Eating pork? No. Who's going to be judging them? Those who used to be friends with them, family members, etc., who are still doing those other things. Apparently, I know this is weird because you've never experienced this, they had friends and family that judged them for doing these things Torah-wise. I know none of you have had that experience. But I could say the same thing Paul's saying. Let no one, and I've said this in many counselings, don't let your family judge you. Don't worry about them. He says, these things which are a shadow of what's to come. He says, it's only a shadow. It's actually the reality of it's even bigger. Somehow people say shadow means like they're no good or something. You know, if you're standing and the light is on one side of you and you're casting a shadow, the shadow is just a pale reflection of you. It gives some detail, not much, maybe a little bit of the outline of the shapes. You could tell maybe it's a person as opposed to being a lamp or something that's just because you see something tall or whatever. But you could tell maybe it's a person. You might even tell if it's a man or a woman or whatever, but you don't get a lot of detail. But it's a reflection that is this a small, pale reflection of the real. Doesn't make you less real, it means it's less real, pointing to something's even more real. So Sabbath keeping, we're only understanding it in a less real way. It's even more real when we understand the full idea of resting in Messiah. Feasts that we keep will pale in comparison to feast keeping when we're in the millennium and Messiah is here. These things are shadows of something. Okay? That doesn't make them bad. It means that they're actually we're not even fully understanding and embracing the awesomeness of what all of these things are. We're just understanding the shadow of them. He says, let no one therefore judge you. And then at the end of verse 17 he says, but the body of the Messiah. In other words, the only one who should be judging you would be from the body. Those in the body who have authority, not just everybody in the body. Remember, the body has a structure. As a matter of fact, we're told in verse 18, he is the head of the body, so the body has a structure. So there's authority in that body. We have Deuteronomy 17 explains about authority. Lots of places explain about authority. And in that authority structure, that authority can judge you as you are eating, drinking, and keeping Sabbath, festivals, and new moons. Not talking about that how dare they judge that you're keeping Christmas and Easter and Sunday and whatever you're doing. No, it's the other way around. It's like, don't let them judge you because you're not doing all that stuff, but you're keeping Rosh Chodesh, you're keeping Shabbat, you're keeping the annual festivals of Leviticus 23. Because remember, the audience is to the set apart ones. Oh, but this is Paul now. He's talking to only Gentiles and he's undermining everything that's ever been done. Wrong. He understands what set apart means. Set apart means doing things according to Yah. That's set apart. In other words, you are doing things as they were designed and meant to be done by the one who created them. And that includes you. You were created and designed to function a certain way, to accomplish certain things. And when you are doing them, you are set apart. You're allowing yourself to be used the way he intended. You are walking worthily of the master. Amen?